Yes, sir. What's poppin'? It's your boy, D-Boy Henry, back at it again with another video. And today, I'll be finally taking a moment to discuss the Phantom Blade Zero state of play that was dropped on our head tops. Yes, sir. Got me hyped, got me ready, got me hot and ready like Little Caesars. You get what I'm saying? Everything they showed did everything that it was supposed to do as far as increasing the hype levels. All I need right now for the game to drop. That's all I need, and I'll be in the kissing. With the old EA Sport thing, it's in the game. That's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be in the game. You get what I mean? They had your boy Donnie taking a position as the front man in this game. Shout out to them for doing that. You know what I mean? This is a very recognizable figure inside of martial arts, especially to the West. Over here in the Americas, we all know who this individual is. We know when he on the screen, asses will be whipped. Kung will be food. You feel what I'm saying? So it's super cool to have him showcasing this game and even be inside the game. You know what I mean? Doing mocap, etc., adding his voice, his likeness, everything. It's super cool, especially if you're an individual, if you are a fan of his work. You know what I mean? And another thing that had me really hyped and looking forward to this game was the whole aesthetic of it. They call it Kung Fu Punk. I like how that sounds. Anything with punk on the end, I like how that. I just like it. I'm automatically in there like booty hair. You get what I mean? And so they kind of coined a new genre, if you will, a new visual genre, if you will. And I ain't mad at them for it. Anytime you got a traditional kind of feel, a traditional kind of vibe, and you add some machinery up in there, add the punk up in there, I'm with it. I am with it, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. You get what I mean? Starting at the top of the list, one of the first things that really excites me about this is the weapon variety. So many weapons, so many primary, so many secondary. You can hop up in that thing with the iron fist. You get what I'm saying? Multiple different swords. And they showcased a decent amount of stuff in here. Aside from showcasing damn near a full boss fight, which was lit. The Dancing Lion boss fight was lit and up. You get what I mean? Super tight, super dope. And I applaud them for doing it. They showed off a lot of this game. And that further instills confidence in the gamer. So if you are an individual who does participate in pre-ordering, you know pretty much what you're going to get. And you're not really doing it on a whim, as Stewie would say, a whim. You get what I'm saying? So hats off to him. Hats off to him. I applaud him for it, and I'm here for it. You get what I mean? Only thing that I kind of disappointed, there was no demo. I think a demo would have been tight. I'm not mad at him for not doing it because I'm pretty much sold. I'm sold. It ain't really nothing they can do at this point to cause me to not buy it, to be honest with you. But a demo would have just been icing on the cake. It would have just been something cool to engage with. But to be honest, and to be fair, I got more than enough on my gaming plate as it stands right now. You know, multiple games coming. But, you know, back to the subject matter at hand. I fully believe, and I'm saying this prematurely. I'm jumping out the window prematurely, as my uncle would say. He don't say mature. I mean, he don't say mature. He say mature. You get what I mean? But I think this might mess around be a game with E10. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. Because the story, what they saying about the story, it look interesting in the mug. And how about this 66 days mode, bro? How about the 66 days mode? And I feel like this is the way to play. Because you actually have to, you know what I'm saying? I like this whole idea of introducing the time situation into the games. Now we got Blood of Dawn Worker also doing something similar. So, and I think it's cool. I think it's interesting to add this time mechanic to it. And some people kind of spoke to how it was similar to a seafood, like a seafood mode, if you will. You know, because you know you die, there's some time off the clock. Time off the clock, brothers and sisters. So it will behoove you to not die. You know, and this is also going to be taking place on the hardest of difficulties, which they straight up said will be whooping your tail. Will be whooping your tail. But it is good for the individuals who like difficulty options to also have the option to not participate at that harsh of a skill level or skill gap, or however you want to, you know, illustrate it. And so I think it's cool of them to do that, man. They got something for everybody up in here. Whatever weapon type you like, you more than likely gonna have it. Whatever difficulty type you like to play in, You got it. Visually, it look cool. It look cool as fuck. Main character look cool as fuck. And that's one of my pillars inside a game. I want to be a cool character doing cool shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I want to do. And it's very wushu like aesthetic, like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragons. So I'm a huge fan of that type of aesthetic. Huge fan. You know, I didn't have a big brother, but my uncle was a few years older than me. So whatever he was into, I was into it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be like him. I started doing taekwondo because he did taekwondo. I'm sorry, it was a fly in my face just then. And, you know, I got into anime because he was in anime. I got into drawing and doing arts because he was drawing and doing arts. You know what I'm saying? Watching kung fu movies, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, you know, Bruce Lee. I caught some of that. You get what I'm saying? But it was older because I think at that point he had already passed away. But, you know, were it not for him, I would not have been exposed and learned to, you know, appreciate this kind of thing, you know. And we see it all the time in, you know, various different crossover culture, like the Boondocks, very heavily influenced by anime and, you know, kung fu and, you know, movies like The Last Dragon, Bruce Lee, all that type of stuff. Super cool aesthetic. So based off of growing up with that kind of stuff, this was already hitting for me. It's anything samurai, anything kung fu, anything ninja, I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna be in there, and I'm gonna be in there vigorously a fan of it. You get what I'm saying? Like, look at the spectacle, look at the effects, the lightning, the swift movement, and, you know, when you see him deflect the arrows, it's like ping, 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 ping. The sound effects, brothers. The sound effects. The music going here. I even like the fact that it's not necessarily even an open world game. You know, I like when they do like a more enclosed hub style, because I feel like they can fit more detail in there. You get what I'm saying? Since it's more constricted, I feel like they can do more with it. And when you have less options, it forces you to do more, if that makes sense. You get what I mean? I could just be talking on my tail, but all that to say, because I'm not gonna drag it on no longer. I pretty much said what I had to say. I'm hyped for it. I think the state of play was the 10th of 10s, the 5th of 5s, the highest rating you could give it. That's what I'm giving it. Call me a shill if you want to. I don't care. Call me biased. I surely am. But I can't wait to play this. I cannot wait to play this. I'm looking forward to this. These developers and teams from the East, I've been liking what they've been cooking. I've been wanting seconds. I hope they put forth a buffet, because I'm going for seconds, thirds, and fourths. You get what I'm saying? Now let me know what you feel about it down inside the comments. Drop a like, drop a comment, drop a subscribe if you want to. Hit the hype. Hit the hype. Catch me every Saturday on my own solo podcast, GGR.11 in the AM. Catch me every Tuesday on the big homie Will Trippers MJP channel. Just playing live stream. We're going to be over there playing some Alien Fireteam, the sequel. You get what I'm saying? The name had escaped me for a brief moment. Had escaped double. But that's all I got for you right now. Catch y'all outside the next one.